the 10 fastest cars in the 0-100 kilometers per hour. It's a challenge that has fascinated car enthusiasts for decades now. Which vehicle is fastest in the 0-100 kilometers per hour range? Today, with stopwatches and telemetry, we can determine speed with unprecedented accuracy. Major automakers are striving to achieve ever faster times with high-volume models, from electric to conventionally powered supercars. Here's an in-depth look at the 10 fastest 0-100 km per hour cars, from top-of-the-range vehicles like the Bugatti Chiron to astonishing trackside shots like the Corvette Stingray Z51. Today's cars are significantly faster than they used to be. One of the main differences is the time it takes them to accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour. As for the classic cars, the top speed was around 80 km per hour and acceleration from 0 to 100 km per hour was generally slower, around 20 seconds. Today, cars can reach top speeds of more than 200 km per hour and are able to accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour in less than 5 seconds, depending on the model. Davis, 2019. This is due to advances in engine technology, which have made it possible to use more powerful engines with greater acceleration capability. In addition, modern cars have more effective aerodynamics and improved traction that allow them to accelerate faster and easier. Modern technology has also made possible the production of lighter cars, which can offer greater acceleration for the same engine power. Bottom line, today's cars are significantly faster than they used to be, thanks to advances in engine technology, aerodynamics and traction. Davis, 2019, demonstrated that modern cars are capable of reaching much higher speeds in much shorter times than classic cars. Technological evolution has led to an increasing speed in today's cars. According to T. Montefusco, author of TorosSA.com, this offers an analytical picture of the current situation. Naturally, faster cars can increase productivity and road safety as journey times are reduced. However, faster cars can also expose road users to serious risk. For example, increasing speed can increase the likelihood of fatal crashes and injuries, especially during periods of heavy traffic. Additionally, increased speeds can lead to higher vehicle running costs, as faster cars require more frequent and costly maintenance. Therefore, it is vital that motorists are aware of the advantages and disadvantages of speeding up before driving at high speeds. Over the last few decades, sports cars have evolved significantly in terms of acceleration from 0 to 100 km per hour. As G. Quadroli states, in the last 10 years the trend has been that of a progressive reduction in acceleration times, with greater engine efficiency, greater power and greater precision in managing gear changes. This has led to the creation of vehicles capable of reaching higher speeds in shorter times than before. For example, the 1984 Ferrari Testarossa reached 100 km per hour in about 6.3 seconds, while the 2017 Ferrari 812 Superfast did the same in under 3 seconds. This demonstrates how technology has had a significant impact on the speed of sports cars, allowing them to reach higher speeds in shorter times. This list shows that the speed of cars has become much more complex to measure, with faster models including active aerodynamic technology, dual clutch transmissions, all-wheel drive and an electric motor. Today's cars achieve incredible performance, with acceleration times much faster and more consistent than the cars of yesteryear. Even though we now see an increasing trend towards electric mobility, traditional cars still remain an important reference for speed. Here's an in-depth look at the 10 fastest cars in the 0-100 km per hour time frame. The chronometer is not enough. Telemetry is needed, because these racing cars are all between 2.4 and 2.9 seconds. It may well be that one day soon we will stop judging cars by how fast they are and it will only be the range that counts. But until then, let's still enjoy some rankings the old-fashioned way, based on the most classic of data for effect. The click from stand still up to the traditional 100 km per hour. A challenge that does not exclude the electric ones. On the contrary, it sees two of them in positions of respect given that they fall within the restricted circle of cars capable of staying below the 3-second threshold. The 10 that you can see below are all road cars, currently in the price list, and they are not special versions in limited series, but mass-produced models, although some are decidedly exclusive. And some of them during independent tests carried out by specialized bodies or magazines, have achieved slightly better times than those declared by the manufacturer itself. Bugatti Chiron. Difficult to exceed the threshold of 2.5 seconds, but the French hypercar developed under the Volkswagen Group has succeeded, even if its main objective is the supremacy in top speed. The Chiron is equipped with a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox and all-wheel drive, but also with sophisticated active aerodynamics. For completeness, it reaches 200 km per hour in just over 6 seconds and 300 in just 13.1 seconds. Even more impressive data. Porsche 911 Turbo S. If this were an all-time table, or even just a ranking that spans the last 10 years, there would be at least 3 generations of 911 Turbo S and a couple of GT2 RS in it, because each new series of the Stuttgart legend raises the bar of technologies in an almost science fiction way and gnaws at an increasingly hard-earned second to the previous one. The current 992 actually claims 2.7 seconds, with PDK dual-clutch gearbox and PAC Sport Chrono, but it was timed 0.2 less faster than a 918 Spider. Lamborghini Huracan Evo. After the 2018 restyling, which gave rise to the new Evo series, the V10 from Sant'Agata Bolognese benefited from a general technical upgrade that allowed it to equal the performance of the previous Performante version. Also in this case, on paper the declared acceleration would be 2.9 seconds, but independent tests have found as much as 2.6. Porsche Taycan Turbo S. Electric hypercars are starting to sprout like mushrooms, and we already have news of racing cars with 4 engines capable of developing over 1,000 HP. But among production cars, the primacy for now belongs to Porsche's battery-powered sports sedan, which in its top version with 2 engines and 93 kWh batteries snatch breathtaking numbers, declaring 2.6 seconds in the 0-60 miles per hour, 97 kilometers per hour, which, however, apparently it would have reached also in the 0-100 kilometers per hour test. Sure, it lacks a bit the sound produced by a few pairs of cylinders. McLaren 720S. Perhaps the best expression of McLaren's experience, surpassed only by more extreme cars such as its 765 LT derivative, a more track-oriented variant, and the P1 hybrid supercar, both clocked in 2.8 seconds. Well, in practice the 720S would have turned out to be a second faster than both, although it is to be expected that the more powerful and lighter 765 LT could also reclaim the title when tested in the same conditions. Furthermore, it is one of the very few in this review that does not have all-wheel drive, which is a considerable help when shooting from a standstill. Audi R8 V10 Performance. A relative of the Lamborghini Huracan like the previous one was of the Gallardo, the Audi R8 is slightly less driven than its Italian cousin, so much so that in theory it would be slightly above 3 seconds.